I'm sure you've heard the news. The aviation world has been shaken to its core by a recent tragedy that has left many in shock and mourning. Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243's tragic crash has stunned everyone. The flight, which was en route to Kazakhstan, met with an unforeseen disaster that has left a deep scar on the hearts of many. On December 25th, a strange banging sound filled the cabin, raising alarm among the passengers. The noise was sudden and unexpected, causing immediate concern and fear among those on board. A flight attendant's arm was cut by debris and panic ensued. The situation quickly escalated as the crew tried to manage the chaos and provide first aid to the injured. With 67 people on board, chaos turned to prayers, as many believed it was their last moment. Miraculously, 29 survived. The survivors' stories are nothing short of miraculous, as they recount the moments of sheer terror and the will to survive. Survivors like Zulfugar Asadov and Aydin Rahimli recount the terrifying moments before the plane crashed in Kazakhstan, engulfed in black smoke and flames. Their accounts provide a harrowing glimpse into the final moments before the crash. Subhankul Rakimov described the eerie silence just before impact. The calm before the storm, as he put it, was a moment of collective breathholding, a silence that spoke volumes. The timeline of events reveals a rapid escalation. At 10:15 a.m., the first signs of trouble appeared. By 10:20 a.m., the situation had deteriorated significantly, leading to the crash at 10:25 a.m. Emergency services were on the scene within minutes, but the devastation was already immense. The response from emergency services was swift and coordinated. Firefighters, paramedics, and rescue teams worked tirelessly to save lives and manage the aftermath. Their efforts were crucial in ensuring the survival of the 29 passengers. Emergency responders shared their experiences, highlighting the challenges they faced. "It was a race against time," said one paramedic. "Every second counted, and we did everything we could to save as many lives as possible." The investigation is ongoing, as authorities try to uncover what went wrong. Experts are meticulously examining the wreckage, looking for clues that might explain the cause of this tragic event. Our thoughts remain with those affected by this tragic event. The community has come together to mourn and remember the victims, holding candlelight vigils and memorial services. How do you think air travel safety can be improved? Let us know in the comments. This incident has sparked a broader conversation about the safety measures in place and what more can be done to prevent such tragedies in the future. Subscribe for more updates. Stay informed about the latest developments in aviation safety and other important news. Your engagement helps us bring you the stories that matter. As we continue to unravel the tragic story of Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243, it's crucial to understand the timeline of events that led to this catastrophic incident and the immediate aftermath that followed. At 10:15 a.m., the flight crew first noticed an unusual noise coming from the rear of the aircraft. This was the initial sign that something was terribly wrong. The sound, described by passengers as a loud banging, immediately caused concern among the crew and passengers. By 10:17 a.m., the situation had escalated. The cabin began to fill with smoke, and passengers could feel the tension rising. Flight attendants were moving quickly, trying to calm everyone and assess the situation. The noise grew louder and the smoke thicker, creating an atmosphere of panic and fear. At 10:20 a.m., the pilots attempted to communicate with air traffic control, declaring an emergency. They struggled to maintain control of the aircraft as systems began to fail. The cockpit was a scene of intense focus and rapid decision-making, with the crew doing everything possible to avert disaster. Just 5 minutes later, at 10:25 a.m., the aircraft made a hard impact with the ground. The crash was sudden and violent, sending shockwaves through the wreckage. Black smoke billowed into the sky, marking the site of the disaster. Emergency services were on the scene within minutes. Firefighters, paramedics, and rescue teams worked tirelessly amidst the chaos, battling flames and debris to reach survivors. The scene was one of devastation, but also of incredible bravery and determination. Survivors were pulled from the wreckage, many of them injured but alive. The rescue efforts continued well into the night, with emergency responders facing numerous challenges, including the risk of further explosions and the difficult terrain. By the next morning, the immediate rescue operations had concluded. The focus then shifted to investigating the cause of the crash. Experts from various agencies began the painstaking process of examining the wreckage, interviewing survivors, and analyzing flight data. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities piecing together the events that led to this tragedy. Each detail, no matter how small, is crucial in understanding what went wrong and how similar incidents can be prevented in the future. The community continues to mourn the loss of life, but there is also a sense of gratitude for the survivors and the heroic efforts of those who responded to the disaster. Their stories of courage and resilience are a testament to the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. What do you think could have been done differently to prevent this tragedy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates on this ongoing investigation and other important news, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us bring you the stories that matter. Thank you for watching. As we delve deeper into the aftermath of the Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243 crash, it's essential to highlight the extraordinary efforts of the emergency response teams. The quick reaction and unwavering dedication of these heroes undoubtedly saved many lives that day. Within minutes of the aircraft's impact, emergency services were mobilized. Firefighters were the first to arrive, battling intense flames and volatile conditions to create a safe path for rescuers. The scene was chaotic, with smoke thickening the air and the wreckage posing numerous hazards. Yet, these brave individuals pushed forward, driven by the urgency to save lives. Paramedics followed closely, setting up triage areas to assess and treat the injured. They worked in tandem with firefighters, navigating through the debris to reach those in need. The severity of injuries varied, with some passengers requiring immediate medical intervention. The paramedics' swift and skilled actions were crucial in stabilizing these victims before they could be transported to nearby hospitals. Rescue teams, including specialized search and rescue units, combed through the wreckage meticulously. Each moment was critical, as they listened for any signs of life amidst the twisted metal and smoke. They employed advanced equipment and techniques, but it was their sheer determination and teamwork that made the difference. Medical assistance didn't stop at the crash site. Hospitals in the region were on high alert, ready to receive and care for the influx of patients. Doctors, nurses, and medical staff worked around the clock, providing the necessary treatments and support to those affected by the disaster. Their tireless efforts ensured that survivors received the best possible care during this traumatic time. The coordination among different agencies was exemplary. From the initial response to the ongoing medical care, each step was a testament to the dedication and professionalism of the emergency services. Their actions not only saved lives but also provided a glimmer of hope in the midst of tragedy. As we reflect on their bravery, it's important to recognize the emotional toll such events take on first responders. These individuals face unimaginable scenes and make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death. Their commitment to their duty, despite the personal risks and emotional strain, is truly commendable. In the wake of the crash, the community has come together to support the victims and their families, as well as the emergency responders. Fundraisers and support groups have been established to provide ongoing assistance and recognize the incredible efforts of those who acted so selflessly. The story of Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243 is not just one of tragedy, but also of heroism and resilience. The emergency response teams embody the spirit of courage and compassion, reminding us of the incredible strength within our communities. What are your thoughts on the role of emergency responders in such crises? Share your comments below. Stay tuned for more updates on this story and other significant events by subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you these important narratives. Thank you for watching. The harrowing events of Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243 left an indelible mark on all those involved. Today, we hear directly from the survivors, whose courage and resilience provide a powerful testament to the human spirit. As we continue to unravel the story behind Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243, it's crucial to understand the technical aspects that led to this tragic event. To provide a deeper insight, we turn to aviation experts who have meticulously analyzed the data and possible causes of the crash.